Left off is Mahomed Khan. Would you please come up? Thank you. Here's Mahomed Khan.
Joe contacting you?
Yes, it's thank you.
Okay, so, I'm not driving, so unless I have a ride, I will go.
Yeah, let's do something.
Yeah, so,
Assalamu alaikum, shalom, namaste, shanti. I won't be long. I want you to enjoy this nice meal. One of the spirits that we try to develop in this month of Ramadan, in our days of fasting from sunup to sundown, one of the spirits that we should try to develop is closeness to God. Because as we fast, we are saying no to the things we want. Like in my case, one of the biggest things I'll miss is the coffee in the morning. And I gotta say no to something I want, you know. For why? Because of the Creator, you know. And I'll just give a small example to make the point. I remember when this will age me. I remember when I was growing up, I used to watch with my sisters Gilligan's Island, and I fell in love with Ginger.
Either Ginger or Marianne.
It's Ginger or Marianne, right? And I go to my new 6th grade class, and there she is, Ginger, sitting right across from me. It's not on the screen anymore. And as I interact with this young girl, and my friends with me as well, and you know, typical schoolyard kids, right? And I tell my friends, see, she's wearing blue because she knows that's my favorite color. And did you see how she said hi to me, not to you guys? So I build this fantasy relationship in my head that I'm in love with this girl and she's in love with me. In reality, she's just being nice. And the point that I'm making is that Ramadan and this specific month from sunup to sundown is a spiritual discipline that really teaches us to love God and have a real relationship with God, not a fantasy relationship with God. And when you say no to the things you want purely because of your love for God, it builds that friendship with the Creator. And that's one of the main points of this month. A second point is that the body is just a container that carries the soul. And it's a month where we spiritually feed the soul through our worship, our fasting, and very important, probably more important than anything else, is our good deeds. Because we can show we love God, but that doesn't change the supremacy of our Creator. But when we help others, then God uses us as a tool, as the prayer of that individual who needs help. And one of the things we learn when we fast, you know, we're hungry, like we're waiting for the meal, and at least we know we're getting the meal. But there are people on this earth and in this city that they don't know when the next meal is coming. And it's our job really to find ways to help them. So I don't want to be lengthy. People say, why so many beautiful religions, but so much chaos? on this earth. And two things. One, it's like the traffic light. If the traffic light doesn't work, there's chaos. There's accidents. And that's the pressure of the faith leaders, that we are like the traffic light of humanity. When we fail to wake up moral consciousness of human being, there's going to be chaos. Then I'll end with an analogy. And this analogy really applies to all of us. I'm not preaching to you, I'm preaching to myself now. And it's not a saying from the Quran or the traditions of Prophet Muhammad. It's just a saint, a Sufi saint made this analogy up. He said when God created ego, the ego, God asked ego, who am I? And ego said, I am I, and you are you. Then God put ego in the deepest of fires and pulled ego out and asked ego, who am I? And ego said, I am I, and you are you. Then God starved ego. Then asked ego, who am I? And ego said, why? You are my Lord. See, we all have these animals within us. Greed, rivalry, envy, etc. All human beings have that component. And we have to strive hard to kill our egos. And fasting teaches us to say no to the things we want, and it's a first step into killing ego and being close to God. And I want to end there, and I want to thank again Church of Scientology, Soraya, Captain, Rabbi. I want to thank all the spiritual lights present, Mr. Tony. And we ask God to just keep sending the blessings. No matter how much negativity is there, God always wants us to look at the glass that's half full. Because there's always a rainbow coming around the corner. You know, and I'm sorry to be lengthy, but I just got to say, use this as one example. I've known Mr. Tony for many years. We haven't really broken bread like we should have. But anybody knows that if you're in the community and if there's gang activity between different neighborhoods, everybody knows Minister Tony is trying to find ways to end it. I've met a lot of the people who were in gangs that changed their lives that told me, Minister Tony changed me. And about 25 years ago, we did a peace forum at LA High, bringing all the former gang leaders from different neighborhoods who put down the guns, decided to join the human family. And we invited the faith leaders who influenced them. And Minister Tony was one of those faith leaders, a long time ago. And when I see the captain of law enforcement thanking minister from the nation for making sure there's harmony in a moment where emotions can go anyway, see, that's how God has shown us the glass is half full. Thank you very much.